it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whacked, premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
Fuck if you dead, you shoot him again. I watched Instagram, I seen what you said, homie. Now I'ma fill your whole page with your dead homie. I had the whole city scared to stay near.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice in sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk, you know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's ride. Listen, hit that sub button. I need that 5K. You understand me? We 150 subs short of 5K. I better have it by the end of the month. I'm pulling up on everybody. I ain't playing. I'm pulling up. I'm spinning the block if I don't got 5K by the end of the month. Now, with that being said, let me explain something to Ravens fans real quick, man. Because I know some of y'all disappointed in this Julio Jones situation. Let me break this down for y'all. The Ravens are not interested in getting him an established number one receiver. Let me explain why. The way the Ravens run their offense, they don't want an established number one receiver. They don't. It's one thing to draft Rashad Bateman and Hollywood Brown because you get them at a young age and you mold them into what you want them to be. You condition them. If all they know is run blocking, that's all they're gonna do. They won't complain. All right. You can't bring a Kenny Golladay who's used to getting targeted gazillion times from Matt Stafford and then bring him into the Ravens office. It won't work. Antonio Brown, it won't work. He was getting 15 targets a game from Big Ben. It's easy for Tom Brady to say, yo, I'm only going to throw you the ball 5 times. He can eat that from Tom Brady. He got 7 rings. Julio Jones, bruh, I ain't got to explain this. Probably the best receiver of the decade besides Antonio Brown. These guys are on offenses that throw the ball 35, 40 times a game. They're used to getting targets. All right. You go to Baltimore, good luck. You're not getting no targets. It's a run first offense. It's a run first, second, third, and fourth. We'll throw on 5th option. That's what this is. All right. Now I know what y'all thinking, but Fisk, he went to Tennessee. All they do is no, it's different. It's different. Tennessee running the ball and Ravens running the ball, 2 completely different things. Alright, Tennessee actually still throws the ball. Tannehill still get that ball up there like 35 times a game. They run more plays than Baltimore. Baltimore is old school, 2 yards in a cloud of dust type shit. They want to control the clock. They want to run the ball and play defense. Tennessee just wanted to put up a gazillion points. If you look at Tennessee, Tannehill was throwing 3 touchdowns a game. All my fantasy owners know that. So it's different. Tennessee has more of a play action run game, bomb it deep. They run a lot of no huddle. It's just different. And I'm saying this, and this is not breaking news. I've said this in the past. I know I told Ravens fans this when free agency started, because the Ravens fans was like, yo, why don't any receivers want to come play for us? Because of your offense. Now, what y'all also have to understand, and these are the kind of benefits you get when Big Fisk covers your team. When Fisk Vegas cover your team, you get different perspectives that you're not going to hear nowhere else. Nobody want to speak on this, but let's call a spade a spade. The Ravens don't put forth the effort needed to get a number one receiver because they don't want one. There, I said it. The Ravens wanted Julio, they could have had him. If the Ravens wanted Golladay, they could have paid for him. The Ravens wanted to sign Antonio Brown. Damn it, that's the man cousin. My man Lamar Jackson out there breaking COVID protocols to take picture with the nigga. They could have had him. They don't want one. Ravens don't want a dominant number one receiver. Because you know why? Low key, and I'm going to say this, Harbaugh's afraid that it'll mess up the fabric of the offense. The Harbaugh's worst nightmare is having a Julio Jones or Kenny Galladay in the locker room, and they want targets. Because guess what? Now you got to go to Greg Roman, who can't design a passing game to save his damn life. You're gonna have to ask Greg Roman the scheme targets for that number one receiver, and then the $1 million question has to be asked. Wait for it. Drum roll. Do they trust Lamar Jackson to be able to throw to a number one receiver on a consistent basis? I do. I love Lamar, but do the Ravens trust him? That's the question. You see, money talks, bullshit walks. We can have these conversations when they're hypotheticals, but when you give Galladay $70 million, or you trading a top pick for Julio, you really got to ask yourself these questions, because now it's real, now it's tangible. And the reason why the Ravens don't have that established receiver is because Harbaugh, Roman, DeCastro, they don't want the drama. They don't want to upset the apple cart. The Ravens are really on some if it ain't broke, don't fix it type shit. What the Ravens are trying to do is bang their head against the wall until they can see through the other side. The Ravens feel like if they just get one break here or one break there, this bullshit running the ball 40 times a game, whatever the hell they do, they feel like it'll work if they can play great defense and run the ball. They feel like it's gonna work. They feel like they're gonna get lucky. They get a couple breaks, they can do it. But the fact of the matter is, it's not. The Ravens are never going to be in that big game again until they open up the offense. In 2021, you have to have a dynamic offense. And what kills me is Lamar Jackson throws every bit as good as Kyler Murray. He throws every bit as good as Josh Allen. Josh Allen just learned how to throw, damn it. It's not like, and it irks me because look, because I'm about to go on a tangent and my 7.5 minutes is almost up. I'm just going to say this. The best thing that happened to the Ravens is Cliff Kingsbury get fired in Arizona, and they could bring him to run the offense in Baltimore. Because I really feel like if you just put Lamar in that spread offense that Kyler Murray is in, let him sling the ball around and run the read option, that's a better offense than lining him up in a fucking pistol with two wide receivers begging him to make throws. Because there's no spacing on the field. When you have two wide receivers and a tight end out there that's easy to guard, there's a reason you get 3-4 receivers out there. Just create more passing concepts, create more space, more passing lanes for him to throw to. I just don't understand it. If I can figure this out from my couch, people getting paid millions of dollars to be able to figure this out too. I don't get it. I don't get it. And now they want to put them under center and call play action deep crosses. Jesus, help him, please. I mean, for real, help Lamar. But yeah, it is what it is. At least they got Rashad Bateman. But like I said, Ravens fans, that's all you can hope for. You gotta draft him. That's all you can hope for. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. And that's another thing. Daniel Jones just got Kenny Galladay. Hopkins got freaking Hopkins went and got with Kyler Murray. Diggs is in freaking Buffalo. I mean, every young Odell and Jarvis Landry in Cleveland. Every young receiver organization goes out there and gets them established veteran wide receivers, but the Ravens. Now we just gonna go draft Rashad Bateman. Whatever. Whatever. That's it. That's all though. Subscribe to the unit if you rockin' with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.